What's up, amazing people? It is a transformational Tuesday, and I am on here to provoke some transformation. That's what I'm here for on tonight. If you are one of the ones who've been rocking with me, you know I appreciate you. I thank you so much for rocking with me. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. You're welcome once, twice, three times. You are welcome. If you are watching this on the replay and you did not catch it live, simply put the word replay in the comment bar so I know that you were here. But right now we are live. And I wanted to hop on because I just had a very interesting conversation. A very interesting conversation with somebody that's very close to me, and I wanted to share with you guys because I think a lot of us go through similar things, the same things. Sometimes we be embarrassed to talk about it, but I made up in my mind that the things that sometimes embarrass you the most are the things that somebody else needs to hear, because you don't need to feel like you by yourself. You don't need to feel like that you're going through something alone. You don't need to feel like that it's only you. Not so, right? What up, though? I see all of the haze and all that good stuff. Shanika, we live, honey. This ain't no replay. I hope that y'all are doing absolutely wonderful. But check it out. Y'all already know. All the way from Detroit. What up, though? Y'all already know I am not about to go through whatever y'all think I am. What's up, Ashley? What's up, as told by Nika? I'm not about to go through it the way y'all think I'm going to. We're not here to talk about the patient. We're not here to talk about the one that we feel like is mentally ill. We're not here to talk about the one that got all the issues, the problems, they working your nerves and all that. Nah, baby. We're here to talk about you. Huh? We're here to talk about you. We're here to talk about why you feel like you can continue on doing. What's going on, Coquila? Hey, baby. Why you feel like you can continue on doing the same thing over and over and over and over again in hopes. Check it out. It's not even for bad reasons. Like, you really and truly want somebody to change. You want them to do better. You want them to do whatever it is you want them to do. And then at the end of the day, you find yourself going to talk to somebody. You find yourself seeking counseling. You find yourself finding a confidant to be able to have a conversation with about people who need to be having a conversation for themselves, right? But this is what I want to put on your lap a little bit. I ain't trying to make y'all feel bad. But if I'm on your porch, let me in the house, okay? The nerve of some of us to look at what somebody else is going through, dictate what we feel like they should do, when they should do it, and how they should do it, as if we hadn't went through stuff on our own, as if we hadn't had our own struggles, as if we hadn't made mistakes. How dare we do such a thing? How dare we? I was talking to one of my boys today, and I'm going to be real, I was hotter than fish grease. Because he told me, he said, Mom, I don't know about that job. I said, why? He said, they hit me with the okie doke. I said, how they hit you with the okie doke? I thought, I knew I had to do a drug test. So I was prepared for that. I don't know how he was prepared. We was on the phone. I don't know if my lines tapped. Don't tell me how you was prepared. I'm going to use my imagination. He said, I was prepared for that. I said, what happened? He said, man, Ma, old girl done straight hit me with the swab. I said, with the swab? He said, yeah, she done put the thing in my mouth like she doing a DNA test. I said, oh, so how did that go? How'd that work out for you? Huh? I don't know, but I'm saying, man, that's what I'm saying, Ma. You saying what? They should have just stuck to the script and did like everybody else been doing. Baby, he was getting hot. I said, sir, first of all, with your little infected pee, if your pee wasn't a problem, your little juicy mouth wouldn't have been either. Okay? Number one, I appreciate you being open with your mama. I appreciate it. It confirms that I'm not sending you no more cash apps. You talking about, yeah, I'm running a little low or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, ma. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I just, I ain't got no extra or whatever, A brother trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure I have my little lunch together. They try to play on you. You understand? And here you are thinking, Lord, I don't want my baby to be at work hungry. Your baby at work hungry because he higher than a giraffe's butt. Nah, he ain't take no pills. No, ma'am. He ain't take no pills. No, he did not take pills. I ain't gonna tell the secret, but I'm gonna tell you this. They ain't gotta take nothing but whatever they bought to do whatever they do it with. I don't know why people think that because you have a certain amount of followers or you might be doing alright or whatever the case may be, that you don't have problems. You don't have concerns. All is well. I'm just bold enough to listen, baby, Delta Airlines high. American Air for us. I don't mind, but you know what I do though? I tell my kids, I'm gonna talk about that. If they say, no, Mom, no, don't do that, Mom, I don't do it. You know why? Because I respect them. I respect them enough to understand that I don't understand. I'm gonna say that again. I respect them enough to understand that I don't understand. I don't know why you do what you do. But I do know that usually when somebody's doing one thing, it's to cover up something else. It's to cover up the emotions. It's to cover up the way they feel. It's to cover up the fact that they can't process certain stuff and all this other stuff. So you with your able body and your sound mind and judgmental mouth can have several seats. I had somebody tell me, it don't embarrass you the way that one of your boys be showing up. It don't embarrass you that your daughter had her kids early. It don't embarrass you. Baby, but before we got to the third embarrass you, I was like, no, ho, it don't. It don't embarrass me. You know why? Because number one, it's no reflection of me. And the reason why I know it's no reflection of me, I know how I raised my children. I understand that I showed them the right way. I gave them all that I had. I did the best that I could. And at the end of the day, if they decide to do something else, because they thought mama was holding them back. They thought I was trying to keep them from something fun. They thought I was trying to hold them back so they wouldn't be able to experience this. They ain't going to be able to experience that. Mama old school. She old fashioned and all this other kind of stuff when all mama trying to do is protect you. You understand? It goes both ways. You got some fast-tail raggedy girls out here setting fires. And I told my sons, I said, okay, what will happen, son? This right here excites you. So you're going to mess around and get hooked up to the wrong one and end up pissing razor blades. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, pissing fire ants. In increments. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to be in there dripping pee. Ooh, that's what you're going to be doing. Yeah. Because fast girls do things that fast girls do. But guess what I didn't do, though? I didn't judge the fast girl. You know why? Because I don't know what happened that initiated her fastness. You understand? Oh, that little girl need to sit down. She the same way that her mama is. Her aunt was like that too. Her grandma was like that too. Yeah, because the same nasty bastard that touched the grandma, touched the aunt, touched her mama, and tried to touch her. Please and thank you. But ain't nobody want to talk about that, though. We ain't going to talk about that because what goes on in the house, stay in the house. We ain't going to talk about that. We ain't going to talk about that. Huh? Tell my daughter the same thing. I need you to keep your head on straight. I need you to make good decisions. Why you can't date somebody like your father? My daddy just too he just follow all the rules. Girl, you don't want somebody to follow all the rules. It seems like you do a background check, and if they got a felon, if they got a felony or something, it turns you on. You're like, ooh, 2 felonies? Yes. I don't know what you got going on. Where your mind at? Then you're going to be out here falling in love with somebody. Hey, Kevin, you're going to be out here falling in love with somebody that 3 other little girls done fell in love with. Y'all out there mad at each other, and he lying to everybody. He lying to everybody. Then you come with this stupid mentality. Well, as long as he taking care of me, as long as he taking care of the kids, he going to have to take care of the kids, heavy on the kids, because he got chats with all of y'all. Now all of y'all having birthday parties looking stupid. That's his brother. Oh, that's his brother. Uh-huh. Happy birthday. How old you turn? 4. 4. How old that little boy? Oh, he turned 4 in December. Ha, okay. He had something for y'all, didn't he? Yeah. So at the end of the day, when I tell y'all, I see stuff all the time, and I don't just go and judge people and assume, oh, they had to come from a broken home. Oh, they went through this. Oh, they went through that. Baby, some of them come from a home that's well put together, and they've trying to figure stuff out and find themselves, because the people that they around, the people that they deal with, they look at them like they lame. They look at them like you slow. They look at them like you ain't got nothing popping and all this other stuff. And the pressures of the world sometimes it's too heavy for these children's shoulders. Sometimes they succumb to the peer pressure. Oh, well, you know, you should have talked to him more. You should have prayed. Baby, if I had prayed any longer, I'd have been a double amputee. Below the knee, honey. Because I stayed in a praying position for mine. And guess what? I wish somebody would try to do something to him. And I know about it. So the mental illness that I'm talking about is the ones that the bystanders have that feel like it's okay to talk down about a child, to feel like it's okay to sum up a family that you hadn't even had a conversation with. I ain't talking about the ones that know that they wrong, don't care about being wrong, and wish you would say something about them being wrong. I'm not talking about that, because you know you got to have boundaries. You got to use wisdom. You understand? But at the end of the day, can you imagine when we was coming up, it was so much stuff that you didn't even talk about because they would not allow you to talk about it in the house. Wasn't no sex education in our house. None. My mama was hanging clothes out on the clothes. Why, honey? On the little line, honey. She had a little apron that had the clothes pegs in the apron. And I was right there beside her in the basket doing the little clothes, putting the ends together, because you know they got to be kneaded together, and doing this and handing them to her, so that she can go ahead and put it out there so the clothes can dry on the line, because she wasn't finna turn that dryer on that she had in the house brand new, because it was going to run the light bill up. It was going to run the light bill up, so we out there hanging clothes out on the line. I'm like, you could at least put this behind the house, though. People from the darn school bus going to see this. She ain't care nothing about that, because that's where the sun set. Now, I know who the son set free is free indeed, but Mom, that ain't the son he was talking about. Now, this is darn embarrassing. They weren't talking about nothing like that. Baby, I'm giving her clothes, and she doing them on the little thing. Look me dead in my eye and say, you effing. Excuse me? Am I what? Ha! People say honk in here. You heard me. Is you effing? I said, my God. No, ma'am. Because you know back then, honey, when you get scared, you start singing your words. No, ma'am. Well, that's good, because I'm telling you right now, you take your little dumb A out there and do something stupid, that's on you. Because I ain't babysitting S. That's what my mama told me. I don't know how anointed yours was and, you know, how she told you, but that was our conversation. Huh? That was our conversation. I said, my God, well, I guess I ain't going to be effing. God, you wasn't going to talk to me about it. That's what my mama said. But listen to me. How many of y'all know that when you don't talk to your children, your nieces, your nephews, that child in the community, whoever it is that looks up to you, when you don't talk to them, baby, I promise you right now, there is somebody out there who will. There is somebody out there ready to have a conversation. Inappropriate as crap. There is somebody out there that's willing to pour into your children from their mindset and from what they think. Huh? That was the only conversation I had. Huh? I messed around and went to town. Because, you know, we in the country. So we down there where the dirt road at. We down there, baby, where deer, you're going to have to let the deer cross the road. You're going to have horses and cows and stuff like that. We down there, that's what we at. That's what we about. You understand? So you ain't learning much about nothing. You ain't got no cable television to be showing you all this kind of stuff. Huh? You ain't got that because they don't even do the little line down there for the cable. We had well water. Huh? We had well water. You don't miss your water till when? Your well run dry. We ain't had that city water. It was not of God. We had well water. Huh? I'm talking about country. So when we went to town, that's when you went to order your grocery. That's when you went to go and visit the other side of your family. They had cable. Baby, they had cable. What was it, y'all? On BET, they had the videos and stuff. Baby, I used to go up there every week to learn the new dances. Baby. I used to go up there every week. We learned the new dances. We be out there in the yard dancing and all the other stuff. Then I had a family member. I ain't going to say who it was. They had the same conversation with me that my mama had. Asked me the same way. I said, this must be hereditary. Baby, Sonya, baby, you went by yourself. We had an outhouse too. Video Soul, was that it? We had an outhouse too. Baby, BET Jams, all of that. Y'all come on and help me. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I know my daddy gonna make it to heaven. When he had, listen, we had an outhouse when I was coming up. It was so cold outside. My daddy was not going to let us go out there to the outhouse because it was near the pastor anyway. And we were just one move away from a heart attack. I can't be out there and it's dark out there and you risking an animal licking your butt. Now, I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing it. Rap City, come on, Coquita, baby. That we had a bucket, like I don't forget how it was shaped. Like, they used to put water in it, honey. Baby, please. And used to use that, and my daddy used to take it out there and dump it. I said, I know he gonna make it to heaven. This man gotta be a man of God. Who gonna be on the Dookie ministry? I said, Lord, if I don't find a man willing to dump the bucket, he ain't worthy. Huh? He ain't worth slop jar in the house. Come on. Right that out in the slop bucket. Baby, they had hogs. They were so stinking. All them hogs were so stinking. But baby, when I think about it now, I'm like, Lord, I thank you. In the country, they say, from a mighty long way. From a mighty long way. I know Jesus is the answer. He brought me from a mighty long way. The harder you clap, that was as poor you was. Because the people, they had indoor plumbing. They was like he ain't brought them from nowhere. Mighty long way. That was the Sopranos. From a mighty long way. Like they was cold or something. I'm like, girl, please, come on, altos and tenors. I need somebody who done been through something. Baby, them tenors come through, them altos. From a mighty long way. Yeah! They had a kerosene heater. Yes! That baby had a kerosene heater. I don't need nobody with central heating now singing the song. I need somebody that's been brought, oh my, from a mighty long way. Hey, he's the best thing that happened. Yes, I need those people. I don't need these bougie ones. If you ain't never went to school smelling like kerosene, why you talking to me? Huh? Why you talking to me? If you ain't never had to air your coat out, leave me alone. Period. Shalana, come through here. Mason jars. Oh, ain't no more mayonnaise in there. You better wash that jar. Hey, that's a cup. That's a cup. Put your Kool-Aid in it. Get real cold. Please quit playing with me. Baby, please. I've been there. I've been there. So like I was telling y'all, right? My mama, that's how she had a conversation with me. But I had another family member had the same conversation with me. Asked me the same thing. You effing. I said, God, mama must have called her. And is it a look about it? Because literally, I wasn't doing nothing. I said, no. Well, when you do, wait a minute. Mama said she wished I would. And you over here talking about, ooh, well, when you do, when I do what? When I do what? What's going to happen? Now I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen when I do. What's going to happen? Y'all see the difference? You see how people be available to talk to your children about stuff? You see the reason why it's important for you to be the first one to have a conversation with them about things. So if they choose to go against it, it's okay. If they choose to go against it, it's okay, because at the end of the day, if you train them up in the way that they should go, they'll think about it. It'll come back to them. But if you say nothing, though, the only thing that they're going to have to look back on, to hold on to, is what somebody else told them. No, I ain't from Mississippi. I'm from South Carolina, honey. You understand what I'm saying, family? So it's so important. Because here I got my mama telling me I better not. But she ain't telling me why I better not. Then I got another family member telling me, ooh, when you do, I don't know what to think. The kids be just as confused. But the downside to it now, they have so much access to things that we didn't have access to. They are so available for this social media stuff, the stuff that's on, is online. So, again, for you to feel like it's okay for you to act as if you have never been addressed by certain things. You've never had certain temptations. You've never had certain struggles. You never had to deal with certain urges. You never had to deal with certain mindsets. It's a mental illness. I said what I said. Nikita, that ain't no mental illness. Of course it is. You have convinced yourself. You have convinced yourself that you're better than somebody else. You have convinced yourself that everybody should do things and process things the same way. You have convinced yourself that it's appropriate to walk by, to stand by, and to overlook somebody that you know that you can help if you just open your mouth and have a conversation. If you just let them know that they're not by themselves. If you let them know that you understand. if you let them know, me too, I've been through it. I understand what you feeling because I felt this way before. I know what it feels like to not want to live no more. I felt that way before. I know what it feels like to feel like you are nobody and you have nobody. I felt that way before. I know how it feels to feel like you're not enough. I felt that before. So I can feel the energy of a person. I understand that I can be in a boardroom full of established people and half of the people around the table on medication. Some on medication to wake up, some on medication to go to sleep, some on medication to slow their brain down, some on medication just to keep them focused. I know what that looks like. But nobody ever cared enough to have that conversation. So the dialogue never happened. But I recognized it. I recognized the mood swings. I recognized you looking disheveled a little bit. I recognize you being real antsy. I recognize you being real timid. I recognize you being all over the place or being angry for no reason or being overly emotional. I recognize those things. And I understand it comes from a different place. I'm not that one that's going to go and post you on social media. I'm not the one that's going to go behind your back and talk about you to somebody else. I'm not the one that's going to do that. Because I know how I feel and it don't feel good. So shame on anybody who's listening to me right now that has a child or a child that looks up to you, that you talk so much junk to because you feel like you're so much better than them. Oh, I can't believe she had a child. I can't believe that they had 3 children. You had 5, but none of them made it to earth. Get out my face. Please and thank you. But nobody's condemning you. Everybody have their own free will. Some people deal with some mental anguish one way, and some people are able to deal with it another way. I can't believe your son got locked up and he got these charges and he got this other stuff. Yours did too, but nobody knew about it. It didn't make it to the news because you were sleeping with somebody at the courthouse. So he was like, I got you, because he had done got you. Please. Come on, somebody. At the end of the day, I need y'all to know you are not by yourself. At the end of the day, I need you to know that even if you made a mistake, even if you did something that you regretted, even if you did something that you are tormenting yourself over, baby, it is okay. If it's in the past, it's done. If you did it to somebody else and it's really bothering you, go and apologize to that person. It is a mental illness for you to hold on to an apology you know somebody else deserves, and you just want to hold on to it because you like the way that it has them feeling out of sorts. Shame on you. And some mental illnesses cannot be treated by medication. Only the renewing of your mind and the renewing of your heart. Baby, it's all in your head. Your church member never fails to tell you about your child. That's because you make it all right for her to have that conversation to you about your child. I've had people that tried it before. They don't do it no more though. Baby, my clapback is anointed. And it has nothing to do with me being in the dark, me not accepting whatever or nothing. Baby, when I tell you, I be like, I know. When the phone rang, honey, let me tell you how much the Lord loved me though. He loved me so much. It's in the word, somewhere between Genesis and Revelation. It's in there. You Google it. This ain't Bible study. But it's in there that he will not let anything come to you unaware. He'll let you know what's good. You might not know exactly, but you'll get this unction. You'll be like, something ain't right. I feel some kind of way. Something going on. Like you will feel this feeling, right? It never fails. I get a phone call. I hate to call you with this, but I want you to know. I'm like, which one is it? You understand? They'll tell me what child it is. I have 3 questions I always ask. They living. Yeah. Did they hurt somebody? No. They in jail? No. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Because, baby, if you calling me to tell me they ain't living, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Because how in the entire hell are you going to prepare me for that? Huh? Some people wait on it. Some people want to be the first one to post stuff on social media. Some people want to say, oh, praying for the family and tag you in it, knowing that they messy tails hadn't even spoke to you when they seen you at Walmart. You ain't praying for me. You praying on me. It's the difference between P-R-A-Y and P-R-E-Y. You don't care. You want to see how I'm going to respond. You want to see how I'm going to react. And I'm telling you a true story. I never will forget when my nephew was shot in the head. And somebody gonna call me. It's bad enough that we done lost him. They didn't tell me we lost him. They called me and told me they was calling me to let me know that my son had been shot in the head. How in the hell do you call somebody and tell them something like that? I'm rushing down the road knowing there's nothing that I can do to get down the road and try to figure out what in the world's going on and why would somebody do something like that? Who was with him? Is he okay? Like what's going, like literally, I'm dumbfounded. I get halfway down the road, more calls, back to back, back to back, back to back. I wouldn't answer the phone because my heart couldn't take it. I get down the road, people. I get another phone call because now they texting. Please give me a call. Please answer your phone. I need to tell you about this. So I answer the phone till this day, and I got to work on it because till this day, when I have phone calls from my family, and nobody knew this, nobody knows this, I will answer my phone on speaker, so that I can see if there's any kind of commotion in the background, so that I can govern my mind and my heart. To this day, I don't answer the phone regular. I put it on speaker because I want to condition myself to what I might have to listen to. Get down the road and some other off-brand gonna contact me. I don't even know how you got my number. I know you probably got a phone call. A phone call about what? About your nephew? Because y'all know old school. I told you we old school. I told you we grew up in the country. I told you, you know what I'm saying? So like the way we grew up so close that my aunt was younger as my sister. So that was my sister, but it's really my aunt. So her children are my nieces and nephews. You see what I'm saying? They really my cousins. But y'all know how we rock, right? So it's actually cousins, but hey, we done been raised this way. That's what it is. To tell you about your nephew, no, what about my nephew? Now my mind is all the way blown because I'm like, my baby and my nephew. And then they told me what happened, their version of what happened. Then I found out that it wasn't my son, it was my nephew. And somebody was dumb enough to add this if that should have been a relief. It's still not a relief for somebody to be snuffed away from you. It's not a relief. But at the end of the day, you can be so mentally ill that you will deny a person a conversation. You will deny a person inspiration. You will deny a person encouragement. Instead, you would rather have foolishness to say about them. You'd rather post things about them. You'd rather say certain stuff that make the family feel some kind of way or make that person feel some kind of way, and it pushes them to the edge. And it's not all right. Then when it's too late, you want to give your little pissy condolences. When it's too late, you want to, I was thinking about y'all. Don't think about me after the fact. Don't think about me now. If there anything I can do, let me know. I got something you can do. Yep. Get the hell out my face. That's what you can do. Because everything about you is hellish. Everything about you. There's nothing about you that brings joy to my heart. There's nothing about you that really says you care. There's nothing about you that whenever your presence comes into a room, that it shifts the environment in a positive way. Nothing at all. So when I tell you guys I'm the hope dealer and the purpose pusher on purpose, it's life or death for me. I can't afford not to be happy. Listen, Nikita, you always smiling, you always laughing, you always doing, yeah, because I have to, baby. It's a strategy. I have to, because there's people out here that feel like they in this thing by themselves. They feel like nobody is listening. They feel like they are not going to be able to get through it. You so heavily bound that you know earthly good. I don't care how many scriptures you read. I don't care how many songs you lead on the choir. It does not matter how many degrees you have. If you don't have the love of your brother or sister, them degrees is equivalent to whatever's on the thermometer. That's it. So at the end of the day, you will find me talking to the drunk person. You're going to find me talking to the one with the drug problem. You're going to find me talking to the one that's selling their body. Yep, you're going to find me talking to them because I already know me asking them how they doing, me having a sensible conversation and not wanting anything for them is going to put their head in a different space anyway. They're not used to somebody going to them asking them, what goals you set for yourself? Well, what you want to do? Like, for real. Like, you can do anything, so what is it? What you want to do? What have you always dreamed of doing? What you want to accomplish? Some of them, their eyes tear up. Some of them, they just grin. They just look at it. Well, I did always want to. You understand? Because they're not used to people asking them stuff like that. Now, some of them, I do have to let them know, yeah, you can get that out your head. You understand? You can get that out your head. Yeah. Well, I did want to, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to work at a daycare. Nah, you're going to scare them babies. We got to get you together. We got to get you together because, you know, you got to present a certain way. Your heart is right. You do love the children. Huh? But, baby, they ain't finna let you come in that place like they is not finna come. They ain't finna let you in there if they feel like you finna go through them kids' diaper bags and stuff. Now, I'm telling you that right now. Then they bust out laughing. But guess what? Now that you laughing, you listening. Now that you laughing, you listening. Period. Because I'm slick like that. I'll find a way to low-key encourage you. I'll find a way to build you up. You over there looking like you 60 years old and we graduated together. Nikita, you look the same, girl. You do not. What is you out here doing? And I say it just like that. I know, Nikita. I know. You got a couple of dollars. You hungry? We can go eat together. Come on, let's go get something to eat. Then they get self-conscious. I can't go nowhere like this. Girl, you in public right now. Come on. I'll go with you then. Ain't nobody asking nobody to go and eat with them. But you know they hungry. Ain't nobody asking nobody to have a conversation with them because you don't want to have a conversation with them. You want to have a conversation about them. Everybody want to tell the people who lose somebody, if you need anything, just let me know. They don't need nothing right now. They numb. Go back 90 days afterwards and see what they need. But we don't want to do that because the hype has died down. Yeah, they need something. They need a listening ear. Yeah, they need something. They need just random stuff for the house. Don't ask them what they need. Think about what you need on a day-to-day basis and just take it over there. I was thinking about you. Nothing say I'm thinking about you like something from one hand to the other. I'm old school like that. We was on the missionary board. Every time we went somewhere, we had to take something. Baby, please, they had it rolled up so tight, honey, you would have thought they done rolled a blunt with the money. I mean, they rolled it. Now, I don't know that they roll it like that for real. That ain't your business. Just stay focused. But they rolled it and they fold it up. And before they leave, they slide it in your hand and fold your fingers over it. That let you know, don't tell nobody else. What happened to that? What happened to letting somebody know I'm thinking about you? What happened to letting somebody know I'm praying for you, but actually be praying for them for real? What happened to showing up for somebody? Just out of the blue, like, hey, you done ate? No, I ain't ate nothing today. They probably have been halfway eating for the past week because you don't have an appetite when you don't want to live. Hello, somebody. You don't want to eat when you don't want to live. You don't care about skipping meals when you wish that your life would skip you. You don't care about getting out of the bed when you don't want to wake up. Hello, somebody. I'm speaking from experience. I'm letting you know it's something deep on the inside of a person that they deal with, that they struggle with, that they have a challenge with. But every morning, with your accomplished self, every morning with your well put together self, baby, I don't care how much your makeup costs, how much that hair costs, what labels you wear on the outside of your body. If the inside ain't together, none of that matters. None of it matters. You just present better. But the inside of you is worse than some of the people that we see on the streets. You will see some people on the streets with a smile on their face and they don't even have a place to call home. They have a smile on their face and they hadn't even talked to family. They have a smile on their face just because they was blessed to see another day. But you have the house, the car, the job, you have the status, you have all of these things and you dying on the inside. So at the end of the day, you have to understand something. We all have sinned and came short. You can just afford to ride around in your sin in a luxury car and somebody else have to get one that they need jumped off because they can't have their cables hooked up to the battery because it run their battery down because they alternator bad. Quit playing with me. Y'all cars ain't always been perfect. They got to keep something in the car to hit the bottom of the starter and get somebody else to turn it over so the car crank up. Leave me alone. Yeah, they already know don't pull straight in because your reverse don't work. You got to bag that thing in so you can put it in neutral. You driving the automatic like a straight drive. Oh, please. Please. But because you can get yours and yours push start. Baby, I got in a car that was push start. I told them something. Your car tore up. It ain't even got nowhere to put the key at. These people done got over on you, honey. They done gave you a remote control car. You better call them people. Didn't even know how to crank the darn thing. I could afford it and didn't know how to operate it. Come on, somebody. I could afford it and didn't know how to operate it. Why am I telling y'all that? Because some of you guys, you have gotten through the storm. You have gotten past where you were. You're not in that place you used to be. And now that you're in a new environment, you don't know how to act. You don't fit in. So you want to go back to what you're used to. When what he really trying to tell you is, baby, I'm trying to set you up for the come up. I want you to get better prepared. I got to position you. You got to understand that you need to be in a different place. You need to be in a different type of alignment. You got to connect with different people. I don't want you to forget about where you came from. I just want to show you that there's more possibilities. Because if you make it, they'll look at you and they'll understand that they can make it too. I have family right now. I get emotional thinking about it. I can just see them on a regular day. They don't understand the things I go through. They don't know it because I don't tell them. But when they see me, because they know that he brought me from a mighty, mighty, mighty long way. When they see me, when they talk to me on the phone, Keita, I'm proud of you. Keita, I show mama your stuff on social media all the time. Keita, because you doing what you doing, we believe we can do it. Because we know where you come from. Because I know where I came from. Understand me when I tell you this. I came from a place where we did not have as much as everybody else. But my parents loved me so much. They loved us so much. We didn't know we was lacking nothing. We did not know we was lacking anything. We didn't know. You know how we knew? When we went to school and they picked on us for not having certain stuff that they had. When we went to school and they would pick on us because our stuff wasn't name brand. When we went to school and they would say certain stuff to us, and then it would dawn on us, well, darn, we don't, until we bust one of them up. Thank you, Ma. Mama said, I'm telling you right now, the biggest one, you whoop they A and the other A's, they'll get away. So I went to school prepared to beat A's. And I ain't talking about honor roll. I wanted somebody to say something. Say something to me. Baby, I stayed suspended. I believe I was the only one that stayed suspended and still made honor roll. Why? Because it wasn't because I wasn't able. It wasn't because I wasn't capable. I didn't believe in myself. I let what other people say internalize. So guess what? When I got older and I got established and I started doing better, instead of me understanding my current position, you know what I did, family? I started hearing what they were saying when we was in school. I started hearing what they were saying about the family when we was in school. So although I was in certain rooms as a grown woman, I was around certain tables that I did not believe that I fit in. I did not believe that I belonged. I did not believe I was good enough. I just felt like they had to meet a quota. Understand me? That stuff will stay in you until you get it out of you. So when you see these younger ones, and even if you see the ones that's older, you see the ones that might be your age, think it not robbery to have a conversation with them. Think it not robbery to ask somebody how they doing and really mean it. Consider people. Understand that everybody is going through something. And a lot of times they're just too embarrassed to let you know. To this day, I got family. We grew up together. There's nothing that they have that if I need, that they wouldn't give it to me. I know that for a fact. Then you have other people that have everything that you may need. They might even understand and identify that you have the need, and they'll wait on you to ask for it so that they can tell you no. You got to know who with you. You got to know who got you. If you want to know how your children feel, if you want to know what they're going through, listen to the songs that they listen to. When I wanted to reach my son, everything he listened to, I was like, my God, everything you listen to, somebody shooting somebody, somebody cussing somebody out, they're doing all this cussing, I don't understand it. And it was one song that he listened to so much. I said, I'm going to listen to this song. When I listened to the song, I heard the pain in the boy's voice. Sometimes y'all can't get past the cuss words. You can't get past the way somebody say something. You can't get past the way somebody look to understand the message with your perfect self. And this wasn't even supposed to go this way. This wasn't even supposed to go this way. But you know what I said, though? I told the Lord a long time ago. I said, God, now you know I'm a stroke survivor. I'm also a cancer survivor. I don't know what you're doing in this season, but please do it without me. I don't want to get nothing else wrong with me. I don't need no more new testimonies. I just keep retelling my own and find different ways to let people know how good you are. Now, that's what I'm telling the Lord. This is what I'm telling him. I said, but you know what, though? When I get on, I'm going to still be who I am. I'm still going to cut up with them. I'm still going to tickle the folk, but I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to let them know that just because you may see somebody and feel like they're successful, you don't know what they're going through. You look at them, you feel like they got it all together. You don't know what they're going through. You feel like they financially sound and all that other stuff. You don't know the amount of responsibilities that that person has that comes with that success. You just don't know. So if that can weigh that heavy on somebody that you think got it together, how much heavier do you think it is on the person who broke? And I'm not talking about financially broken. I'm talking about broken on the inside. I'm talking about broken mentally. That mind is something else, baby. That mind is something else. But if you change your mind, you can change your whole entire life. Do you hear me? If you change your mind, you can change your whole life. That's why it says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's impossible for you to be transformed, to be who you're desiring to be who you're called to be, if you don't transform your mind, baby. It has to be renewed. Nikita, I don't know how to renew it. The way that you feel, if you know it's the opposite of the way that you should feel, if you know that it's negative, if you know that you got a lot going on, if you know this, listen to me. You search the scripture that speaks about it. And you stand on the word. Whatever the word tells you it is, that's what it is. The enemy will throw things at you. Life will throw things at you. But the beautiful thing about it is, you don't have to catch it. And if you do catch it, you can throw it back. Understand me? I'm speaking from a pure place right now. I'm speaking from a place of transparency right now. I know how I feel. I know how I feel to be so frustrated with one of your children that you want to give up. I know how I feel for you to end up having results that you really don't want to deal with. But because you love them, you can't see yourself turning your back on them. I know how I feel to be embarrassed because some of the decisions that they make. I know how I feel. But I also know how I feel to have to watch a family member have to lay their child to rest. I know how I feel to have to watch them carry on with their life because they can't afford to take off. I know how I feel. So if you got these small things that you're going through with your children, that you aggravated with them because they don't never clean their room, or they won't do this and they won't do that, and it's so minute. Yeah, I do understand they got to get it together, but I want you to count it all joy. I want you to understand that there's somebody out there that wish they could have a conversation with their child. There's somebody out there that's calling a phone number that they know they'll never answer just to hear that person's voice. You're not obligated to put yourself through undue stress. You're not obligated to overwhelm yourself with things and situations that other people put themselves through. However, you are obligated to make sure that your prayer life is strong. You are obligated to encourage and motivate. You are obligated to let them know they ain't by themselves. You obligated to let them know that you love them, even though I don't agree with what you're doing, even though I know you better than what you're doing right now. And I know that there's greater on the inside of you. I need you to know I'll never leave you. I ain't going to support you through your mess, but I ain't going to leave you. Do you not know that I had somebody to tell me because of those words, they could recall it on the night that they wanted to take their own life? When I didn't feel like my children was listening to me, but guess what? I knew they'll read a text message. So I would just randomly text them how amazing they were. I would randomly text them to remind them of who they were. I would text them to let them know that I love them. I would text them to let them know that I don't like them old raggedy friends you with, but at the end of the day, you need to understand that you standing out for a reason. Do you understand? I found different ways to communicate. You have some people with a mental illness that feel like, well, if they don't want to communicate the way I want to communicate with them, then that's on them. And I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't worried about it. That's on them. That's foolish talk. I ain't telling you to put yourself in harm's way. I'm not telling you to go out there and embarrass yourself. I'm not telling you any of those things. What I am telling you is this, though. You don't have to make a public skeptical about yourself, your family, or anybody like that. You don't have to engage in conversations that you with people that you know they're going to hear about later on. Because they may not hear what you say sometimes. Listen to me. But they hear what you do. They hear what I do. Yeah. When you say that you love them, but you never show up. They don't know the last time they got a hug from you. They don't know the last time you pulled up on them, as the young kids say. They hear what you do. So now when you say I love you, they don't believe you. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate y'all so much. I just want people to understand. You ain't in this alone. A lot of the stuff that you're going through, you don't have to go through. Stop allowing yourself to be somebody else's best thing when that person don't have the best interest in mind for you. You're welcome, Coach Keena. Thank you for hanging with me the whole time, sis. Hey, you one of the ones. We got to get up. We got to go eat something. I think everything better over something to eat. Right? I love y'all back. I love y'all back. I definitely do. Y'all know why I do this too? It's a strategy. I'm going to tell you this. And then I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to tell y'all my secret. Can I tell y'all my secret? Type yes in the comment bar if I can tell you my secret. True story. What's your cash app? I need to give an offering. Don't play, honey, because, hey, you know I got it. bit.do/ cash app me. That's it for real. I made a whole short link for it. bit.do/ cash app me. The real name is Comedian Nikita B, but I don't be having time spelling my name and stuff. Is that N-A or N-I? Boo! Instagram said, yeah, you can tell me your secret. Y'all knows it. I'm just kidding. So check it out, right? This is my secret. Hey, Dante. When the enemy tried to get me down, right? When he tried to get me down, he tried to get me in a low place. He tried to get me to focus on the things that's not working. Focus on the thing that might be having a challenge with. When a person has been through depression, when a person has been through being emotionally unstable, when a person has went through, low self-esteem and stuff like that, that emotional stuff like I have, whenever you get to a low place, it'll keep you way longer than you want to be kept, right? So literally, you can feel yourself going in another direction. It's a sense of heaviness that comes over you. It's a sense of heaviness that come over you. I pinned it at the bottom. If you're on Instagram, if you click the link in my bio, you will see something on there that says, sow where you grow. SOW, sow where you grow. Click that. It's going to take you straight to my Cash App. Check it out, though. So when I feel overwhelmed like that, and I feel emotional like that, instead of me going to bed, check it out, I get on here and go live with y'all. Why? Number one, I know it's going to piss the enemy off. Bro, you ain't going to get me like that. You ain't got no place here anymore. Not only am I going to get on here and be even more transparent, I'm going to let them know, y'all, he bothering me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on here to let you know I'm heavy. Y'all, let's talk about something. Let's talk about this right here. Let's understand this right here. You understand? And that's what I do. Instead of me laying down and toiling with my mind, because you know that's the enemy's battleground. That's what he do. But because I got the word on the inside of me, I'll be like, yeah, baby, please. You won't win. You won't win, sir. And if I'm going through this, I know for a fact I got my people on here. Somebody else going through it too. Y'all, let's get them together. You know how the bully is, and you be tired of being bullied. And then I come to my friends, and then I come and tell y'all, he bothered me. Y'all be like, who? Who? Him? Well, point him out. And all us going. All us going. Period. So when y'all showed up, all of us came. When y'all start listening and y'all able to apply these things, we in there, baby. You thought you won. Huh? Nuck if you buck. Try it again. You're going to have to try something different, sir. Because when I used to go through stuff like this, I would always get quiet. I always wanted to be left alone. I wanted to isolate myself. I'm telling you now, isolation is the enemy's strategy to get you by yourself so he can convince you of lies. He want to convince you that you ain't nobody. He want to convince you that you ain't going to make it. He want to remind you of your past. He wants to do that. I don't even claim the thing. Just like somebody said, I'm depressed and I'm lonely. Not so. Acknowledge the way that you feel. But I ain't going to give it a name. I'm not going to give it a name. Why? Because you're going to continue to sow seed in those words. And guess what? What you sow in, it will grow. What you sow in, it will grow. So at the end of the day, baby, I count it all joy that I'm strong enough now, transparent enough now, and bold enough now to stand on his neck. To let him know I'll live and not die. To let him know I'm the head and not the tail. Great is he that's within me than he that's in the world. Period. He gave me life so I have it more abundantly. Get somewhere, bruh. Huh? Get somewhere. He knew the plans he had for me while I was yet in my mother's womb. Get somewhere, bruh. There's nothing that you can even attempt to do. Nothing that you can do to me. Nothing you can say about me. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. Because I know what he said about me. He know my name. He know my name. That's enough right there. That's enough right there. He says, you got 99 sheep. One that went over there somewhere. What you gonna do? You gonna leave the 99 to go get that one. Baby, you that one. He don't care that 99 are back there. He care about you. He wants you. You mean that much to him that he'll deny the 99 back there to come and get the one that's lost. To come and get the one that feel like nobody care. To come and get the one that feel like they forgotten. To come and get that one that feel like they alone. That they don't fit in. He said, I got you. I got you. I love y'all. I'm going to go ahead and go. I didn't want to leave y'all on no sad note. You got to know he got you. Thank you for whoever gave me those stars. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Somebody asked me when do I have another show? I actually have a free show Saturday. I put it up on Facebook, so make sure that you click that link and that you go and you look and you check out whenever I have the upcoming shows. I have a show Saturday. I have a show the Black Friday. I'm actually speaking on a summit tomorrow. Like, I'm out here. All hearts and minds clear. Type clear in the comment bar. I love you back, Suge. You was getting ready to get your daughter to listen. Y'all listen to the replay. Listen to the replay. And what is that? What is that? Esoteric wisdom, New York. If your daughter listen, hey, Sugarfoot, listen to your mom. She's going to tell you nothing but good. She want nothing but the best for you. Right? Facebook acting up on me over here. But I'm just going to assume that they telling me that they clear. Now may the Lord watch between me and thee, while we're absent one from another. Here now forevermore, and we all say it. Amen, amen, and amen. Remember, you are somebody, so am I. The Lord loves you, and so do I. Till next time, I'm out.